some stretches, given that I'm actually feeling a little stiffer on my legs?
Okay. So, you want to do start
yes, we
with
can
it?
stand. Yes.
Okay, we can stand. Let's start with Tadasana then.
Also, Manisha, a lot of people talk about it, that they have this very stiff kind of a sensation and pain in their ankles when they get up in the morning.
Yes.
Why is that, and how can that also be helped?
Again, we never really strengthen our ankles, and also, as I said, we stand through the day. We don't let go of that weight off our feet. We don't really strengthen the feet.
Yes.
So to strengthen the feet, legs up the wall in the night is also great exercise.
Right.
So you lie down really close to the wall and you take the legs up. You have to do nothing, you just have to keep the legs up.
Right.
And that really relaxes again and also strengthens different part of the body, because it really gets the blood to be away from the legs for a while.
Right, you spoke about, putting your legs up. I also want to ask you that if you're on your period, should you be doing these exercises? Which are the exercises to avoid in that case?
So in case of periods, you should not be doing certain pranayams like Bhrastika and all these pranayams, which include a lot of abdominal pressure.
Yes, okay.
Those should not be done. Inversions you should avoid. But other than that, if you don't
you
have
can put your legs up? You can
put the legs up. You don't do an inversion. So you don't do halasana.
Okay.
Right? But you can do a lot of asanas, again, depending from person to person. Each one is so different.
Right.
If you are pain-free and you're comfortable, you can do almost all of yoga.
All right. Let's get in a quick word from Mir Farid, who continues to be with us. Mir, we are staying with these pictures of Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Rains have played, in fact, spoiled sport today. However, the event is inside. In fact, it's indoors. However, at the Dal Lake, we do see some participants there. What more can you tell us about what's happening at the Dal Lake?
Yes, Sneha, the rain has relented. It's coming. It's no more the same intensity as it was coming down, say 1 hour back. So that has obviously helped. Now, as far as the Prime Minister's yoga session is concerned, it is happening indoors, as we have been reporting. And as far as the outside scenario is concerned, there were still many participants, people who were hopeful of having a yoga session with the Prime Minister. While majority has come out, as we have been showing, we spoke to those people. They were disappointed. They are out of the venue now, going back to their respective places. But there are still some people who have started yoga as the rain has relented around the Dal Lake. So these visuals are coming from there. But as far as the Prime Minister is concerned, that session obviously is happening inside. It's happening indoors. And as you rightly said, a spoil sport as far as the weather is concerned, but you can't help it. But definitely, as far as Plan B is concerned, the authorities were lacking on that part. They had not prepared for Plan B. They were just pretty sure that it's going to be good dry weather and they'll be able to pull off this event, but there was no Plan B. They should have considered the fact that it's Kashmir, weather can change quickly, and that's exactly what has happened in the morning. It just rained cats and dogs, and that absolutely spoiled that particular event. 7,000, majority of these people had to come out disappointed. While they were disappointed that they could not do it, they were preparing for it, and it was a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. But on the other hand, they were also angry with the administration, saying that there were no facilities for them. Once it started raining, they were left for themselves to fend and to move out, and they were searching for transport. So that was that anger also there. So it was pretty disappointing overall for everyone, but still the yoga session is still happening. The Prime Minister is at the SKICC, and there are around 100 to 200 people around him who are doing yoga inside a hall right now. So the function is happening, but obviously the bigger picture, the beautiful backdrop that was selected in the lawns of the SKICC with the Dal Lake in the background, perfect setting for yoga, that could not happen, unfortunately. Back to you.
You know, Mir, also give us an idea. You did say that there was disappointment, and rightfully so, because there was in fact work put in, a lot of preparation to prepare 7,000 participants with all the kind of security arrangements made. This wasn't an easy event to pull off, isn't it? You, in fact, earlier in the morning were telling us about how tight the security is, given the visit of the high-profile guest, to your city. The Prime Minister is there.
Yes, Neha.
Yes.
Very stringent security measures were taken. The 5-kilometer radius around SKICC was absolutely sealed. So obviously people also have to go through a lot of difficulty, people whose daily routine gets affected, but then the authorities say that they do not have any other options because it's a very high profile visit. There is a set security manual as far as the SPG is concerned, and they're following that. So in many ways there was a lot of hard work that was put into it behind the scenes as well, and that's why everyone is disappointed that at the end of the day what they had worked for all these days, it could not happen. But then, as I said, you can't help it. It just poured down so heavily that any kind of yoga function or a session that needs fair weather, that needs climate and other elements to come together, that could not happen. But as I said, plan B could have been there because whether it's Kashmir, there is nothing certain as far as weather is concerned, so they could have had a better plan B, but then they did manage to pull it off, maybe in a smaller version of the complete plan that they had in mind, but they did manage to do it. The Prime Minister is in a yoga session right now with the Lieutenant Governor, and there are at least 100 to 200 participants as well. There are some people who are still around and they are doing yoga or performing various asanas outside on the initial venue as well. So all these things are happening, but yes, overall disappointment for at least 7,000 youngsters, entrepreneurs, students who had come from various parts, were preparing for this, and some of them had come as early as 2 a.m. This morning to be part of it. So huge disappointment, and overall as far as security is also concerned, all the effort that was put in, everyone is disappointed, but as I said, you can't help it. It's weather, no one has control over it, and it has to be an outdoor setting, so weather playing absolute spoil sport. Back to you.
Playing absolute spoil sport there, but we have pictures of the Prime Minister from Srinagar. It's an indoor venue where the Prime Minister is sending out the message of yoga. Manisha, we've been talking about it. You said, you know, if this is a top-down approach, messaging of this nature really helps in spreading the word and sending out the message of the importance of having, you know, incorporating yoga in your daily lives, not just once in a year affair, but we should be doing it every single day. 5 minutes is good enough to begin with, isn't it, Manisha?
Yes, I would say 5 minutes of discipline is better than complete inconsistency.
Yes.
So if you do it 5 minutes, you'll build it up slowly.
You're doing it for 5 minutes, you build it up slowly. Pictures are of the Prime Minister from Srinagar, where the message of International Yoga Day is being sent out. Yoga for self and society is the message this year. Mir continues to be with us for 10 long years. Mir, and this is the 10th year. Important choice of the venue of Srinagar city, where we are commemorating the 10th year celebrations of International Yoga Day. For 10 long years, the Prime Minister has been in different parts of the country, also has practiced yoga from the UN headquarters in New York to send out the message of its importance. Mir.
Well, yes, absolutely. The day the BJP government came in and the Prime Minister resumed office, he was very clear about yoga being very important as something which is part of his daily routine, and he wanted it to spread. People in India, not many knew about yoga, its importance, its health benefits. There were many others who connected it with a specific religion. But now it's clear that it's not about a religion. It is about your own health. It is very beneficial if you incorporate it in your daily routine, and that's the message of the Prime Minister. And since it was happening in Kashmir, because Kashmir, as I told you, people here do not know a lot about yoga, leave alone its asanas, its importance, the whole concept. So it was seen as an event that will bring yoga in a big way as far as Kashmir is concerned, and that is something that the Prime Minister also said in his addresses yesterday, even today, talking about the importance of yoga and just the fact that should be seen rising above religion and other things and seen as something that is very beneficial for the health, for the mental makeup, for the mental aspect of the things, because Kashmir Kashmir is it has been a conflict zone, so one can understand the mental toll, the psychological toll it has taken on the people, on the youngsters. So if they incorporate yoga in their lives, that is always going to be very beneficial. So that is the message. Though, as I said, unfortunately, rain had different plans, but still, yoga as a part of life, as a concept, will come into Kashmir with this particular event, and probably you will see more and more people doing yoga, because here the concept was, or should I say the misconception was, that it is attached to a particular religion, and since people also believe that they perform namaz, they do prayers, and that is also a kind of yoga that they do 5 times a day. So they need to really understand that yoga is for their own benefit, it is good for health, it is good for their mental health, and that is the message of the Prime Minister as well. Now we'll have to wait and see how it really develops into something that people accept, and probably, as I said, after this event, because it's not only happening in Srinagar, but there are big events happening indoors, outdoors, in various district headquarters of Kashmir, because government had planned it that way, and now hopefully if it's taken forward, more and more people would attach themselves with yoga and understand its benefits, its health benefits, and definitely it will be beneficial for one and all if they incorporate it in their daily lifestyles. Back to you.
About one religion, I think that really is the message from the Prime Minister as far as the choice of the venues, choosing Srinagar city is concerned. Mir, I'm going to ask you to continue to be with us. The Prime Minister, in fact, a while ago, spoke about the importance of yoga, how important it is for just not, a particular section of the population, not just for the young, but for the old. Everybody can do it, everybody should do it, is what the Prime Minister said. Let's take a listen.
साथियों, योग केवल एक विद्या नहीं है, बल्कि एक विज्ञान भी है। आज सूचना क्रांति के इस दौर में हर ओर सूचना संसाधनों की बाढ़ है। ऐसे में मानव मस्तिष्क के लिए एक विषय पर फोकस कर पाना एक बड़ी चुनौती साबित हो रहा है। इसका भी निदान हमें योग से मिलता है। हम जानते हैं एकाग्रता मानव मन की सबसे बड़ी ताकत है। योग ध्यान के जरिए हमारा ये सामर्थ्य भी निखरता है। इसलिए आज आर्मी से लेकर स्पोर्ट्स तक में योग को शामिल किया जा रहा है। स्पेस प्रोग्रेस में भी जो एस्ट्रोनॉट्स को ट्रेनिंग दी जाती है, उन्हें भी योग और ध्यान की ट्रेनिंग दी जाती है। इससे प्रोडक्टिविटी भी बढ़ती है, सहन शक्ति भी बढ़ती है। आजकल तो कई जेलों में कैदियों को भी योग कराया जा रहा है, ताकि वो सकारात्मक विचारों पर अपने मन को केंद्रित कर सके। यानी योग समाज में सकारात्मक बदलाव के नए रास्ते बना रहा है। योग अब सीमित दायरे से बाहर निकल रहा है। आज दुनिया एक नई योग इकोनॉमी को आगे बढ़ने में देख रही है। आप देखिए, भारत में ऋषिकेश, काशी से लेकर केरला तक योग टूरिज्म का नया ट्रेंड देखने को मिल रहा है। दुनिया भर से टूरिस्ट इसलिए भारत आ रहे हैं क्योंकि उन्हें भारत में ऑथेंटिक योग सीख रहा है। आज योग रिट्रीट बन रहे हैं, योगा रिसोर्ट बन रहे हैं। एयरपोर्ट में, होटल्स में योग के लिए डेडिकेटेड फैसिलिटीज बनाई जा रही है। मार्केट में योग के लिए डिजाइन परिधान, अपैरल्स, इक्विपमेंट आ रहे हैं। लोग अब अपनी फिटनेस के लिए पर्सनल योग ट्रेनर्स भी रख रहे हैं। कंपनियां भी एम्प्लॉय वेलनेस इनिशिएटिव के तौर पर योग और माइंडफुलनेस प्रोग्राम शुरू कर रही है। इन सब ने युवाओं के लिए नए अवसर बनाए हैं, युवाओं के लिए रोजगार के मौके बनाए हैं। साथियों, आज पूरी दुनिया में योग करने वालों की संख्या निरंतर बढ़ रही है। योग के प्रति आकर्षण भी बढ़ रहा है। योग की उपयोगिता के संबंध में भी जन सामान्य कन्विंस हो रहा है। मैं विश्व में हर जगह जितने भी ग्लोबल लीडर से मिलता हूं, जहां भी जाता हूं, शायद ही कोई एक आध मिल जाएगा जो मेरे से योग की बात न की हो। दुनिया के सभी वरिष्ठ नेता जब भी मौका मिलता है मेरे से योग की चर्चा जरूर करते हैं और बड़ी जिज्ञासा से सवाल पूछते हैं। दुनिया के कितने ही देशों में योग डेली लाइफ का हिस्सा बन रहा है। मुझे याद है मैंने 2015 में तुर्कमेनिस्तान में योग सेंटर का उद्घाटन किया था। आज वहां योग बेहद पॉपुलर हो चुका है। तुर्कमेनिस्तान की स्टेट मेडिकल यूनिवर्सिटी में भी योग थेरेपी को शामिल किया गया है। सऊदी अरब ने तो योग को अपने एजुकेशन सिस्टम में भी शामिल किया है। मंगोलिया में भी मंगोलियन योग फाउंडेशन के तहत कई योग स्कूल चलाए जा रहे हैं। यूरोपियन देशों में भी योग का चलन तेजी से बढ़ा है। जर्मनी में आज करीब 1.5 करोड़ लोग योग प्रैक्टिशनर बन चुके हैं। आपको ध्यान होगा इसी साल भारत में फ्रांस की 101 साल की एक महिला योग टीचर को पद्मश्री अवार्ड दिया गया था। वो कभी भारत नहीं आई थी, लेकिन उन्होंने योग प्रचार के लिए अपना पूरा जीवन समर्पित कर दिया है। आज विश्व के बड़े बड़े इंस्टीट्यूशंस और यूनिवर्सिटीज में योग पर रिसर्च हो रहे हैं, रिसर्च पेपर पब्लिश हो रहे हैं। साथियों, बीते 10 वर्षों में योग का ये जो विस्तार हुआ है, उससे योग से जुड़ी धारणाएं बदली हैं।
मैं आज के दिन आप सब लोगों से यह आह्वान करूंगा कि अपने दैनंदिन जीवन में योग के अभ्यास को अपना जीवन का भाग बनाएं और दैनंदिन जीवन में इसको जोड़ें।
We must not only do yoga on the 21st June, but we must do as and when possible every day. So that is the very universal message for everyone.
All right, you should not be doing yoga just on the 21st of June, but every single day of your lives. And on that note, I'm going to thank you, Manisha, for joining us, for showing us those poses and talking to us about the significance of yoga as far as our physical health and our mental health is concerned.